Hey, hey, welcome everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Look what we're looking at. You saw what that was. It is the Jupiter Saturn conjunction, and that's what is headlining this week. Welcome. I'm Andrew Fazekas, the Night Sky Guy. It's so exciting. There's just so much happening this week in the night sky. I've got the chat room open. I hope you're doing well. It's been crazy. I've been so busy doing a lot of interviews, writing articles, all kinds of things related to, of course, the great conjunction between Jupiter and Saturn. But there's so much more else happening in the night sky. I hope you had a good weekend. Perhaps you might have caught some of my live streams that I've been doing about the previewing the great conjunction. That's been something that's been fantastic. I see you guys from all over the world. I've got the chat room open: Saskatchewan, Ireland, Cape Town, Mongolia, South Texas, India. Welcome to wherever you're watching. I hope you're having a good day. It's Make sure you stay tuned for this broadcast, because this week I am so excited because I'm also giving away another copy of my book. Thanks to National Geographic, my publisher, will be able to give away another copy of the book. So stay with me on this broadcast for more information on how you can win a copy. So stay tuned for that. So, of course, what else would we be talking about if not Saturn and Jupiter? That's what everyone is talking about. So, this is something that's very, very cool. It's something that we can see in the skies if you have got clear skies. Here's a view I found on the internet as well. Very good live stream. Of course, I'm in North America, so it's not here yet, but this is something that you can see. Jupiter is the brighter object to the lower left. The upper right is Saturn. You can see the rings of Saturn there. That is a very cool view. Again, this is something that you cannot be able to see with the naked eye. This is something that you can only see with a telescope. That's what this is, a telescopic view of both Saturn and Jupiter paired up. How far away are the two planets? They're about 1/5 the diameter of the moon. That is how close the two planets in this image are right now. It's really incredible. What else is oh my gosh, Lisa's watching from Medicine Hat, Alberta. Hopefully we'll see it tonight, but with the snowy clouds, I think we'll miss it. Now, don't worry. If you miss it today, Saturn and Jupiter will still be very close over the next few days. Today, they're ultimately at their closest, and they'll start pulling apart. And but still a beautiful sight for days to come, probably weeks. Sonia says, we saw the rare phenomena here in Cyprus. Best regards and happy Christmas. Thank you. Same to you. Same to you. Kathy from Quebec, hi. Thank you. Love doing this program. It's a lot of fun. People around the world tuning in. And what are we talking about? About the night sky, right? So why don't we hop in and start looking at what we can see in the night sky? So here we are. We've got our planetarium program all set up, our virtual sky. And of course, what do we have? We've got the Jupiter Saturn conjunction, right? That is what it's all about. Look at that. So this is the setup basically for tonight, December 21st. If you're watching this archived, you'll see other things as we move along the week. But right now on Monday night, the moon is positioned far away from the Jupiter-Saturn pairing. And if you look way down in the southwest sky, that's where you'll see the Jupiter-Saturn pairing right there. That's where they are. And you can see how they're positioned is right there. I'm just going to lower the magnification because that's not how close they are, actually. They're more like that. And there you can see them. The pairing, just like what we were seeing in the feed, right? Very close to what we were seeing in the feed before. There's Jupiter, there's Saturn. So that is what's pinning down the southwest skies right now. But that's not all that's happening. We also have tonight, Monday night into Tuesday, December 22nd, we've got a meteor shower. Yes, there's also a meteor shower. You probably haven't heard of them. It's called the Ursid meteor shower. Now, the Ursid meteor shower is really a very faint shower. It's not very prominent, but the Ursids are known to produce somewhere around 5 to 15 shooting stars per hour, depending on your how dark your skies are. If you're in the city limits, you expect some low ones, maybe 2, 3, 5 shooting stars per hour. If you're out in the countryside or somewhere where there's not much light pollution, you can get a little bit more. Now, as the name suggests, the Ursid meteor shower, Ursid meaning bear, it actually appears from near the Little Dipper. That is where it appears. So if we zoom out, you'll see that we can go towards the north and see where that is. Here we go. And there's the Little Dipper. You can see that very clearly. The Big Dipper's hugging the horizon in the north. And this is the area where the shower appears to originate from. That's where it gets its name, Ursid. So the Ursid meteor shower expected to peak tonight, Monday, December 21st, into the early morning hours of Tuesday, December 22nd. So that is what is going to greet you. Now, if we move the clock forward into early Tuesday morning, again, something else to see if you're up already watching the shower, what else can you see? Well, just as the morning comes up, we're looking towards the east, so we switch over to the east. What you'll see is Venus close to Antares. This is going to be quite a sight. You can see the two at just before sunrise in the southeast. There's planet Venus, and Antares is the brightest star in the constellation Scorpius. Now, we usually talk about Antares and Scorpius in the summertime for in the northern hemisphere to watch. That's the most convenient time for us to watch. But right now, at this time of the year in December, it's visible in the early morning, just peeking over the horizon before the sun rises. You can see there's the mythological outline of Scorpius, the scorpion, the giant arachnoid. And right in the claw of the scorpion is Venus. And Antares is the brightest star in the constellation Scorpion, the Scorpius. And this star is 550 light years away from us. So when you're looking at Antares near Venus on Tuesday morning, that is incredible because the distances are so vastly different. Venus is much closer. Venus currently, right now, as we speak, is 228 million kilometers away. That means that it is 12.6 light minutes away. So it takes light about almost 13 minutes to reach your eye from Venus, while from Antares, this brilliant star in the southeast morning sky just before sunrise, that orange star, is 550 light years away. So these two bright objects, star-like objects, will be pinning down the southeast sky at dawn. So if you're up early, this is what's in store for you on December 22nd in 2020. Just an amazing pre-holiday fun stuff. So now we move into Wednesday, December 23rd. So let's skip over a whole day to the 23rd, and we'll go into after sunset. So here we go. We'll zoom out, and right away you'll notice something. The moon is pairing up with a planet. And this time on Wednesday evening, December 23rd, the moon, I'll put it a little bit darker here for you, it will be paired up with the planet Mars. So Mars will be basically sitting on top next to the moon, the waxing gibbous moon. Here it is in the constellation Pisces, the fish. That's where it'll be. And remember, what we're talking about here is looking into the southeast sky. After darkness falls, check this out. You'll be able to clearly see Mars. And one challenge for you, can you see Mars above the moon? You'll definitely see the moon before the sun sets. So during daylight, you can actually see the moon during daylight quite easily. So before even the sun sets, the moon will be visible. But my challenge to you, can you actually spot Mars? You may need binoculars to spot that red planet. And what's interesting, of course, while the moon is about 380,000 kilometers away, it takes 1.2 seconds for the light to reach us from the moon. From Mars, Mars is a whopping 123 million kilometers away, and it takes 6.8 minutes for the light to reach your eye from Mars. So 1.2 seconds for the light to travel from the moon to your eye, but 6.8 minutes for the light to travel. So you're looking back in time, right? You're looking back 6.8 minutes in time when you're looking at the planet Mars. And remember, we were looking at Antares, right? I was talking about Antares before. And what were we saying about Antares, right? Was that it's 550 light years away. 550 light years. That means that's how far back in time you're actually looking when you're looking at that star, Antares, that orange star near Venus on Tuesday morning. But now on Wednesday night, December 23rd, you're seeing the moon next to Mars. Just a beautiful sight in the constellation Pisces. Looking at the chat, Emily says she lives in Montreal. I don't know where north or east or any other directions are. So just think of, Emily, look at where the sun sets. The sun sets generally in the west, right? So if you know where your sun sets and you take note of that sunset region, your compass direction, where you are. If you know that you're facing west where the sun sets, then you know in back of you is generally east, right? You'll know that to the right of you is north and to the left of you is south. So you can get oriented that way of knowing the compass directions just simply by kind of observing the sunsets and sunrises in your location, just to get a rough, it's not going to be exact, but it gives you a good guidepost in finding your way around the sky. It's as easy as that. Hello to everyone. Those of you joining me, I'm Andrew Fazekas, the Night Sky Guy. We're here talking about the night sky this week for December 21st. Lots of things, of course, the conjunction, lots of shooting stars also in store for us this week. The moon and Mars pairing up, Venus and Antares pairing up. And let's not forget, stay tuned to my broadcast, because at the end we'll be giving away a copy of my book, Backyard Guide to the Night Sky by National Geographic. So you don't want to miss that. Get your chance to win a copy of my book. Yay! So here we are. We're looking at the sky Wednesday night. Just a beautiful pairing of the moon with Mars. And then we move on to Thursday. Let's stay with the theme of the moon. And we'll zoom in to, zoom out and zoom and then hop over to the next day, to Thursday, December 24th, Christmas Eve. So what does Christmas Eve have in store? Another beautiful pairing up with a mysterious planet, the green giant Uranus. And Mars will be nearby as well. So the moon is hanging around planets. And this is a wonderful other challenge. Uranus is the farthest planet that we can actually see with the naked eye under very clear, dark skies. But because the moon is so close, there's no hope to seeing it with a naked eye. With binoculars, no problem. You're going to be able to zoom in on the moon and Uranus like so. And in binoculars, this is about the view that you'll get through binoculars. So you can see that Uranus is not going to be too far from the disk of the moon. And remember, Uranus is very far away. It's 2.8, almost 2.9 billion kilometers away. And it takes light 160 minutes, right? 160 minutes to reach your eye. 160 minutes to reach your eye. Isn't that incredible? Over 2 hours before it reaches your eye. So it's really something really neat to see. So we've got from Saskatchewan, Bernie, and we've got Lubia also. Hello from Ohio. Love your shirt. You'll like my constellation shirt. Of course, it's appropriate night sky wear. So here we are. This is Christmas Eve, December 24th, Uranus and the moon pairing up together, something you try to see. It's really one of those things on the bucket list of a sky watcher, is trying to find the planets. And Uranus is just about doable for a casual sky watcher and very easy to see with binoculars. Very easy. You'll look for that green glow, right? You're looking for that green glow of a star that's unusual. You won't find anything else in that part of the sky that looks that greenish gray look of that tiny disk of Uranus, 2.8 billion kilometers away. So then we move on to something else. Okay, so Christmas Day. Here's something a little bit different. It's more of a, I think, sometimes I look at things and I look at what I'm going to be looking at for this week to share with you guys. And I thought this one was really cool. It comes from my friends at Sky and Telescope magazine, and they kind of pointed this out this week. And I thought, this is appropriate. This is something very, very cute. Well, I've talked to you about constellations, right? There are 88 constellations in the sky that are established by the International Astronomical Union. So this is this group of professional astronomers that have agreed to borders and where each this star pattern in the sky, stellar patterns, are allocated, and there's 88 that the sky is divided into. So this map allows us to get oriented in the sky. But it didn't used to be like that. People used to put all kinds of pictures in the sky, and astronomers in Europe were like putting up all kinds of things that they liked. And one of the interesting ones where they actually had a reindeer constellation, and it was called Rangifer, which is Latin for reindeer, apparently. So I thought this was kind of neat. And where it is, it's a defunct constellation. So you won't find it on any star maps. It's not visible anywhere. So, but I thought I'd point out where in the sky it is. And I thought because it's Christmas Day, and of course we can think of reindeers as being something appropriate for that. This is an old constellation that's out of service now, I guess you could call it. And you'd find it towards the northeastern part of the sky. There we go. And it's kind of between Polaris, the North Star, which you'll see here. This is the North Star, and the constellation Cassiopeia in between. So what's in between is Cepheus, you can see here, the king, and Camelopardus, which is the giraffe. And in between here is where there's this constellation. Now, do I see a reindeer here? No, I don't see a reindeer. But apparently, astronomers in France who designed this reindeer constellation, Rangifer, that's what they saw there, a pattern. So human eyes can see very interesting patterns. Here we go. We'll zoom in. You'll see. Do you see any reindeers here? I don't. So right here, this is what we're looking at. We're looking at between Polaris in the north. We're looking towards the north, looking at Polaris and Cassiopeia. Over here, the Queen, and between there, you'll see the constellation that exists now is Cepheus and Camelopardus, which is, of course, the giraffe constellation. And there's Polaris, the North Star. And in between here, these two places is where we had right here in that spot was occupied by this constellation Rangifer, the reindeer. So think of that. Go outside, look where the North Star is, and you can point out that place right above the North Star is where this reindeer constellation, which is now extinct, I guess you could say, but that's where that constellation used to be. And here we move on to Saturday. I want to talk about Saturday now. Saturday, December 26th, this week. What else is there to see in the evening skies? We'll move across here. Let's see, the 26th, right like that. And you will see the moon positioned in one of my favorite constellations, which is, of course, Taurus, the bull. Taurus, the bull, and there it is. There's the moon, the waxing gibbous moon. It's nearing its full moon phase, which will be end of next week. We'll see that. And here it is. You can see it's in Taurus, and it's positioned between two favorite star clusters. The Hyades star cluster, which is pinned down by the eye of the bull, Aldebaran, that bright orange star. And then a star cluster that is, again, one of my favorites is the Pleiades star cluster. That's over here. The Pleiades star cluster is one of the closest star clusters to the Earth, and it is about 350 light years away. I know that sounds like a lot, but It is beautiful through binoculars. You can spot it with the naked eye, and the moon will be wedged in between the face of the bull and this amazing star cluster that's within the body of Taurus, the bull. So that's this Saturday, December 26th. And let's not forget, look for that beautiful pairing of Jupiter and Saturn that will still be in the skies just after sunset. Even on the weekend, you'll see that Saturn has moved away now. You can see that. If I pin this, this is Saturday, December 26th, but if we go in the days, you'll see December 27th, 28th, 29th, 30. They don't move too much. They're still beautiful together in the sky. So you don't want to miss that this weekend or anytime this week or next week. Keep watching this beautiful conjunction between Jupiter and Saturn. Something really, really cool to see. So we've got a jam-packed week, don't we? We've got lots of things to see. I want to see your photographs if you have any. I'd love to if you share them with me. I'll be around this evening. I'll see if there's any good broadcasts of the conjunction. I'll be clouded out here in Montreal, Canada anyway, so maybe I could share something. So stay tuned for on my page, Facebook page, and YouTube channel to see if I'm going to share any little tidbits of live views of the conjunction that I can find online to share with you. I will have details and sky charts in my timeline and in my comments. As always, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Subscribe and follow and share with everybody these videos so that we can get more people stargazing. Let's get more people looking up at the night sky. It's an awesome hobby. It doesn't take long to find out. And you can see, I can point out some neat things here for you to get you started in the hobby. Makes it easy. So without further ado, why don't we do a giveaway? So I've got my Backyard Guide to the Night Sky. This is a cool book. Why? Because it's full of beginner's tips of all kinds of things, how simple techniques for astrophotography. I've covered that. How to buy telescopes, how to look at planets, what are they about, understand a little bit of the science without going into a lot of detail, but giving you some really cool gee whiz type of information. And of course, the heart of the book is star charts of all the individual constellations and all sky maps as well, which is really, I think, very important for you to begin your journey of the night skies, understanding these kind of things. So this is I jam-packed everything into this book that I could think of over many decades of observing and teaching astronomy to people like you of all ages. I've taught kids as young as 4 years old, pre-kindergarten, nursery school, about astronomy to retired people and all walks of life. And it's easy to do. You don't have to be a rocket scientist or an astronomer or have a degree in anything. You just have to have curiosity. That's it. That's all you have to have. And we all have that. It's in our DNA as a species. So I've put all of this in here. I'm so happy National Geographic is allowing me to give away, again, another copy of this book. And I will give this book out to the 10th person who writes in the comments, clear skies. The words clear skies, the 10th person will receive this book, copy of this book. We'll be mailing that out to you. So clear skies is what I want to see in the comment section. And the 10th person to say clear skies in the comments will receive a copy of my book. Yay! So I wish I could give everyone a copy. It would be cool. But one copy for this week. So anyways, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you had a good time. I'll have the sky charts and everything. I'll be looking through your comment section, of course, reading through everything, including to see who wins the book, and I'll announce that there. And I hope you're going to have a great day. I hope you have clear skies to see the conjunction and other things. And stay tuned to my timeline for more information. And please subscribe and follow on this channel if you like this video. That's why I make them, for everyone who subscribes, to people like you. So again, as always, I wish all of you around the world clear skies and happy holidays to all of you. I'll be around during the holidays too, so come on back. Bye-bye.